utopia.
In Spud 2, The Madness Continues, John Cleese reprises his role as the eccentric English teacher known simply as the Gov. It's believed John Cleese's star power may have helped secure a wider audience for the film, but how does the actor himself handle his own celebrity?
Does all the gushing get a bit much sometimes?
It's not exactly embarrassing, it's just kind of, I never know. I always say cheeky things like, well, I'm glad you noticed, or, you know, a lot of people don't realize just how brilliant I am, or I say, you know, I am extraordinary, and this morning I was looking in the mirror and I was shaving, and I just realized how extraordinary I was, and I just fainted. You know, I say something silly like that, and all I can say is I'm a lot less impressed by myself than other people seem to be. People, for example, they seem to think that being powerful and rich makes you happy, and all the evidence is it doesn't have any effect on your happiness at all. In fact, it can make your life much more difficult. I mean, my relationship with my girlfriend, Jenny, at the moment, is far harder because I'm a celebrity than it would be if I was not a celebrity.
Girlfriend Jenny recently became John Cleese's fourth wife. The 72-year-old actor has made no bones about using his past marriages as material for his stand-up comedy routines, most notably in the so-called Alimony Tour, released on DVD in 2011.
We're better equipped for battle than the current British Army.
It was very successful here, extraordinarily successful. But it's very interesting now that because a lot of the things that you used to do aren't protected properly by copyright on account of the internet, live performing is now coming back, and you're seeing this with a lot of the great bands, which is kind of fun for the fans to actually go out and see them perform live. I think that's fun.
Speaking of the internet, while John does admit to dipping his toes into Twitter on occasion, he's quick to point out that cyberspace is rife with inaccuracies about both his personal and professional life.
People are constantly asking me about why I'm a vegetarian, which I'm not, but it says I am in Wikipedia. So once the material's out there, and there have been two really quite funny pieces of comedy writing that have been put out in the last 2 years, saying by John Cleese, and people have congratulated me on them. I had nothing to do with either of them.
That said, John is arguably still one of the most respected comedians in the world. His famed Monty Python series has been listed as one of the greatest television comedy programs of all time.
What is your opinion on the quality of television comedy at the moment?
I think it's plummeted, and I think most of the reality stuff is embarrassing and vulgar and unintelligent, and I can't find a single good thing to say about it. I think it's an embarrassment to our mutual cultures.
And while he's not keen on the state of modern television, John had nothing but praise for the South African team behind the Spud films, admitting it's one of the best scripts he's read in a while.
Any advantages to a fascist utopia?
It sort of reminded me of this place, sir.
So, what are we going to do about it?
What should we do?
Challenge it! Challenge it to make it better!
Spud 2, The Madness Continues, is due for release at South African cinemas on the 21st of June.
News that moves. eNCA.com.